But he's a cameraman now. Oh, there's Billy. I didn't see it. Good afternoon. My name is Tim Kelly, and welcome to the marriage of Jeffrey Ronald Prilla and Melike Ann Jeff. I've been friends with Jeff since high school, and I've gotten to know Melike over the years, since she and Jeff became closer, fell in love, and now have brought us all together on this beautiful and joyous day by virtue of their decision to spend the rest of their lives together. I've had the pleasure of watching them grow and flourish as a couple, and I'm happy that they've given me the honor of helping to guide their wedding today, to help make sure, along with all of you, that they get across this ceremonial transom and begin their lives together as husband and wife. As many of you know, Melike and her parents are members of the Baha'i faith, and this will be a Baha'i ceremony with elements of Jeff's Catholic religion as well. There are two requirements to be married in the Baha'i faith. First, after the couple decides to be married, their parents must give their consent, signifying their support of both a union of two individuals and two families. I'm happy to report to you that both Jeff and Malike's parents have granted their consent to the ceremony you're attending today. And second, the bride and groom must each recite the following verse. We will all verily abide by the will of God before two approved witnesses. This simple vow affirms the spiritual nature of this union, that is, a union with God at its center, as well as the couple's willingness to share the joys and the sorrows and the challenges of life together. The ceremony will include readings from the Baha'i faith, as well as the Catholic tradition, as well as poetry. And now I'd like to welcome Malike's brother Tarek to give the first reading.
Wherefore wed thou, in the heaven of thy mercy, these two birds in the nest of thy love, and make them the means of attracting perpetual grace, from that from the union of these two seas of love, a wave of tenderness may surge, and cast the pearls of pure and goodly issue on the shores of life. Abdul Baha.
A reading from the book of Sirach. Blessed the husband of a good wife, twice lengthened are his days. A worthy wife brings joy to her husband, peaceful and full is his life. A good wife is a generous gift, bestowed upon him who fears the Lord. Be he rich or poor, his heart is content, and a smile is ever on his face. A gracious wife delights her husband. Her thoughtfulness puts flesh on his bones. A gift from the Lord is her governed speech, and her firm virtue is of surpassing worth. Choicest of blessings is a modest wife, priceless her chaste soul. A holy and decent woman adds grace upon grace. Indeed, no price is worthy of her temperate soul. Like the sun rising in the Lord's heavens, the beauty of a virtuous wife is the radiance of her home.
When I was discussing Melike and Jeff's marriage with my nieces, Charlotte and Samantha, we realized that all you really need to know about how to live and what to do and how to be is really learned in kindergarten. Not in college or graduate school, but there on the playground and in our first classrooms. Are the lessons just as valid for a 4-year-old as they are for a 94-year-old? But rather than the bride and groom hear these important lessons from me, I thought I'd introduce my wonderful nieces, Charlotte and Samantha, to let them share their wisdom and life lessons with Melike and Jeff as they share their marriage.
Share everything. Play fair. Don't hit people. Put things back where you found them. Clean up your own mess. Don't take things that aren't yours. Say sorry when you hurt somebody. Wash your hands before you eat. Flush. learn some, and think some, and draw, and paint, and sing, and dance, and play, and work every day. Take a nap every afternoon. Remember the little seed in the plastic cup? The roots go down, and the plant goes up. And nobody really knows how or why, but we are all like that. Everything you need to know is in there somewhere. And it is so true. No matter how old you are, when you got out into the world, it is best to hold hands and stick together.
Reading from the letter of St. Paul to the Corinthians. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is not envious or boastful, or arrogant or rude. It does not insist on its own way. It is not irritable or resentful. It does not rejoice in wrongdoing, but rejoices in truth. Love bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. And now faith, hope, and love abide, and the greatest of these is love.
Expert from a Baha'i marriage tablet. The bond that unites hearts most perfectly is loyalty. True lovers, once united, must show forth the utmost faithfulness one to another. No mortal can conceive the union and harmony which God has designed for man and wife. Nourish continually the tree of your union with love and affection, so that it will remain ever green and verdant throughout all seasons, and bring forth luscious fruits for the healing of the nations. And when God gives you sweet and lovely children, consecrate yourselves to their instruction and guidance, so that they may become imperishable flowers of the divine rose garden, nightingales of the ideal paradise, servants of the world of humanity, and fruits of the tree of your life. Be to each other as heavenly lovers and divine beloved ones, dwelling in the paradise of love.
Jeff and Melike have written their own vows, which will be followed by the traditional Baha'i vow.
Jeffrey Ronald Krilla. Since we have been together, you have made my life more complete and have shown me the true meaning of happiness. I'm a better person with you by my side. With all my love, I take you to be my partner, loving what I know of you and trusting what I do not yet know. You are my everything, and I give all I have to you. So today I make these promises to you. I promise to encourage and inspire you, to laugh with you and not at you, and to celebrate when times are good and endure with you when they are bad. I promise to listen to you with compassion and understanding, and speak to you from a place of love and using a loving tone, even when I'm a little stressed. You have a big heart, a witty mind, and you are the most considerate person I've ever met. and you inspire me on a daily basis to be the best person I can be. You are an amazing and giving partner, and I promise to be the same. I promise to love you for eternity, respect and honor you, be faithful to you, and share every part of my life with you. I am so lucky to have you and Charlotte and Sammy in my life. I promise to always be ready for snuggling, for bedtime stories, for family adventures, for special weekend family brunches, and commit to always loving you all as we grow together as a family. I promise to clean out the popcorn popper after you've made our family homemade popcorn on movie night. I promise to always use my secret ingredient, a dash of love. I can't wait to spend our lives together, getting to know the person you will become, and falling in love a little more every day. Sorry.
Doing great.
You're my best friend, and you're the best thing that's ever happened to me. Today I give you my hand, my heart, my love, without condition, completely and forever.
Melike Ann Yetkin. Before my life was joined with yours, I was incomplete. Now that our lives are joined, I am full in love, in laughter, and in life. You are an amazing woman, an accomplished professional, a deeply compassionate person, and a fantastic friend and partner. You are my everything, and I give all I have to you, that you might have all you want and all you need. So today I make these promises to you. I promise to always laugh with you and never to go to bed angry. I promise to put your happiness before mine. This has the added benefit of making me happy, since your happiness is my happiness. I promise to comfort you in times of sorrow, including through rough Georgetown basketball seasons. I promise to always listen to what you have to say, even when we don't agree, and to remember, love is saying, I feel differently, instead of you are wrong. I promise that if we are having a disagreement, and I feel as though you are being unreasonable, I will take a break from our discussion to eat something, since I was probably just grumpy with low blood sugar. But most of all, I promise to love you under any conditions, happy or sad, easy or difficult, through the sunshine and through the rain, comforting you and standing by your side in whatever circumstances may face us in the years ahead. I feel like the luckiest man in the world, and I couldn't imagine spending the rest of my life with anyone else.
We will all verily abide by the will of God.
We will all verily abide by the will of God.
As you exchange these rings, let them always remind you of your vow to love, be faithful, and never give up on each other. Every time you look at the ring on your finger, let it remind you that your love is endless and that your commitment is forever. Please seal your vows with a kiss. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time as husband and wife, Melike and Jeff Crow.
Good job.